Hello, it's your boy Gamer Ryan 3587 coming back at you with another live stream playing the game NBA 2K25, my NBA games with the Sacramento Kings. If you're new, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also, turn on the notification bell to know when I go live on YouTube. Also, follow my social media: Facebook, YouTube, and X. Thank you. Peace. Make sure I'm live. Sure I'm live. Okay, there we go. Sorry about this, folks. Having a little bit of technical difficulties. Now my controller's not working. Great. Sorry guys, my controller's not working and I have no idea why. Has this ever happened to anyone else? Yeah, it's not working, guys. I don't know what to do. Did I do something? What did I do? I don't know what to do, guys. I really don't. It's like 2K's just deciding to clearly F me. Okay, let's just quit out of it once. Sorry about this, I'm having technical difficulties. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't working.
All new episode of NBA.
It was crazy. It just decided to completely freeze out. That was so weird.
And out here getting loose, guys, going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. And a good Thursday evening to you. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Oh, well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Conley and Edwards are the guards. McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Reed in at the 5.
Woo!
Now here's Randle. Coming off a solid outing against the Lakers. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Yeah, Jake McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
And while we got him on, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical, we have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Edwards passes to Reed. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. play, just over a minute here in the first. For the Sacramento Kings, GA, the expectations for this group have risen.
Well, it was about just making the playoffs for this franchise and breaking that drought. Now, Kevin, it's about advancing in the postseason. Just getting there isn't good enough.
But if you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident, rise and fire, young sir.
And the basket by DeRozan.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Brady, return.
It's Edwards on the wing. And right away, they match him with a three-pointer of their own. Edwards got 5 points so far. And it's Murray penetrating. A good from outside. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. McDaniels finds Edwards. And there it is for him.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Murray for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Now, McDaniels, following a three-point attempt by DeRozan. Edwards kicks to Randall. Monk grabs the board. The Kings trail by 5. Outside Levine. Off the run. Reed with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
Well, no doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
And love the focus from Murray. He wants to make the most of his opportunities.
To the paint, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. So the Kings call timeout, their first. It's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. 5th, the Timberwolves.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
Now, here's Lyons. Crowder from outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, so quick off the pass. I mean, Crowder timing that shot perfectly, staying one step ahead of the defense.
Outside Edwards. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's Crowder on the wing. McDaniels defending. Stolen by Reed. Here's Conley. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. The Kings trailing. Lets it go from the wing. And that one is iron. Edwards passes to Conley. McDaniels gets a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Kings shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Good on the bucket. There's a minute 40 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Edwards. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Handle no good.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Three-pointer, Crowder sinks the three-pointer. Crowder's got 8 points. Minnesota in the lead. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. It's pulled in by Lyle. Lyle's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Outside Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Timberwolves lead by 4. 5 from Golden 1 center. Hear what?
What's up, buddy?
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Carter out there with Ellis. Then it's Jones. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
Now, how easy to rise and fire on the catch is it if you're DeMar DeRozan, such a pure, gifted scorer?
Here's the screen. DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Well, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare. He's done a dynamite job rebounding the basketball, and no issues fighting it out against the big guys down low.
Check the wide. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert's going to be terrific on the glass.
And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Edwards at full speed.
I mean, he is tearing
What's up,
the
Dash?
defense apart. And let's face it,
What's up,
they have
guys?
Woo! On that side of the ball.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Yes. Hi, Ash. No.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Ingles is checked in.
No, he
Let's
did
take a look
not.
at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Rudy Gobert is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Levine passes to Valanciunas. Back to Levine. Good ball moving here by the Kings. And they recover it. Monk for 3. Sinks the triple. Monk's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And Monk has proven that he is a terrific scorer from the perimeter. When he's in rhythm, he has no problem letting it fly.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. The Kings trail by 4. Shoots the 3. The shot by Monk is no good. Levine against Edwards. And stolen by Murray. Levine for 3. Drills it from outside. Levine's got 6.
Nice.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
David, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team." super tough. Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical, but maybe that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance. And if you look at this first half, overall, they just had the better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Edwards. Pass to Alexander Walker. Over in the corner, Edwards. Look at Edwards running home the three.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Timeout called by the Kings. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naj Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Julius Randle comes in for Joe Ingles. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Conley against Carter. To the middle. Here's Randle. Randle. It's good on the putback.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there's a glaring discrepancy between these two teams.
How you doing, Eldu?
Balls out of bounds. Reed touched it last. On defense, the Timberwolves. Here's Lyles. A three-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 10. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got his second basket.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
For three, Ellis drills the three-pointer.
Boy, major defensive lapse on that trip, leaving him all alone in three-point territory, and he drills it.
Conley with a wide-open look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Kings have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Here's Lyles. No good on the triple. Minnesota's gone 6 of 12 from outside of
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Takes a three, and with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Lyles.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Randle no good.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Got it.
And that one drops for him.
That is a tough shot.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. And they're playing host to Toronto for the next one. We'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. The Kings shooting 47% in the second quarter. DeRozan for three. Rebound, Minnesota. Randle's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
Outside Conley. Fires for three. They get it back. And so that's the end of the first half. Minnesota on top, up 6.
What's up, guys?
For the second half following the break. Keep it right
How
here.
you guys doing? Woo! What's up, Nazreen? What's up? This isn't even my final form.
And thank you for joining us. We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming. And that concludes halftime. Now,
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Randall out there with Reed. And it's Conley in at the 1. Beam passes to Valanciunas. Here's Monk. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the shot goes down. Conley's got 10.
Boy, Mike Conley, the ability to change gears on the drive, that is pretty.
Edwards inside. DeRozan's there. Edwards no good. DB ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021. Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
For 3, Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. 6 points for him.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
And it's good for 2. 9 points for Jaden McDaniel.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Crowder is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard. The teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
In the corner, Murray with it. A shot, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
Murray makes that catch-and-shoot jumper look much easier than it actually is.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Carries it from 3-point range.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Thunderous stuff there for Murray, showing how explosive he can be.
Shot by McDaniels, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Monk for 3. Valanciunas inside. McDaniels defending. Levine can't hit. Minnesota leading by 9. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by Murray. Stolen by McDaniels. Conley with the 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
Monk kicks to Levine. Over Edwards. Again, the miss by the Kings.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
And the shot is good.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Kings moving the ball around. Jacks up a 3. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Monk.
And you gotta love that 3-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high-arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Monk for 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Well, we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And here's Conley outside. Rebound by Murray. The Kings have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that. Devin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Some changes for Sacramento.
How you doing?
DeMar DeRozan comes in for
What's up,
Keegan
Penguin?
Murray. And it's Ellison for Jay Crowder. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. No one near Ryan Wilson. Lets it go. Misses the three. The Kings trail by 9. Levine for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Edwards got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Timberwolves. And they find Alexander Walker. There's the pick. Off target with his 3. Kings have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Here's Ellis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And you also have to love the way he's gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good
What's up,
chances
guys?
tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
To the left side wing. That's short off the rim.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Edwards can't hit. The Kings trail by 14. For the 3. And there's Ellis. That's good on the assist by Carter. Carter's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Edwards. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, it seems like they're just getting away from it here. And it's more of the shots coming from the interior.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
That one falls.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the frame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score, lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves looking at a 13. And there may not be a lot of drama on the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. The Kings trail by 13. DeRozan out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Ellis. Then there's Clark. And it's Laravia in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
We know this. Jay Crowder is an effective shooter, someone who can shoot the 3 well. You've got to get into his space.
Good work there as it goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The Timberwolves shooting well, 50% from the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, Corey.
Throw drop for DiVincenzo.
What's up, Greg?
And so he hits both. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Here's DeRozan. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Now, one of the great mid-range scorers in the game, DeMar DeRozan, getting to work.
And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. Puts it up from 7. The putback, and there's Gobert putting it right back in.
And you know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Minnesota leading by 14. Now here's DiVincenzo. Clark outside. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Yes, that goes in.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
To the wing right side. Moravia passes to DeRozan. Minnesota with the rebound.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Happy Saturday, guys.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Back to DeRozan for 3. Oh, good on that one. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. Alexander Walker on the wing. And Gobert kicks to Clark. It's 3-pointers off the mark. The Kings trail by 19. DeRozan for 3. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Here's Alexander Walker. Buries the long-range jumper. Alexander Walker's got 10 points here in the second half. And here's Ellis from beyond the arc. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got 6 assists here tonight. Outside Edwards. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. A 3-ball. And another 3 for Sacramento.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
And we got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Crawford, no luck. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 16-point game. And finished up by McDaniel.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniel sent it in.
Labissiere, no good. For Minnesota, they've got more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Monk, and he finishes nicely on the way. And 11 points for Malik Monk.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Pass to Randall. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is up and in.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Inside, and Randall throws it down.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Clark comes in for Randall. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. Levine gets the bucket.
Boy, hard to keep up with the quickness of Zach Levine. You get that first step off the drive, and it's over.
Pass to Edwards. This one for three. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
What's up, Chris?
And he knocks down the first one.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
And Edwards drops them both.
What's up, Kobe?
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Valanciunas. DeRozan for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
What's up, Kobe?
So it's Minnesota.
Darn it.
Sounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Alright. Well, I'm out. Talk to y'all later. You're having a good night. I hope you're all having a good night. If you're new to the live stream broadcast or shorts, don't forget to comment, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Also follow me on social media, Gamer Ryan 3587 on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok. Thank you. Peace. What's up, band?